This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Rosen. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The big Tank Carradine with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
We saw everything we needed to see right there. Timing, anticipation, and accuracy. And when Josh Rosen throws a slant, if you're the receiver, get your hands up. Otherwise, the ball is going to stick right between your numbers in your chest.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down and 4, Rosen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On first down, Drake. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 31, Rosen. And oh, what a catch there by Allen.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Alert, alert, alert.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
To throw is Jackson. Good throw again. Man open left side is Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
Ready. Danny. He's coming. Double up.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Watch twits.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over them. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 44 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And his pass incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And that'll make it third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have taken the lead. From the gun, Jackson. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 36-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
31 yards there and a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Mike, lady. Rip left, rip left. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Milage. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
To throw on second and 6. Rosen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll run here with Balazs, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 33 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
To throw is Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, we're going Mike 40. Hey, Charlie. Ricky. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. 40's Mike. 40's 80. Watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 26. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. Ready. Check. 48's the mark. Check, 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 check.
Now Rosen on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You go hard.
Here's Rosen. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running from the shotgun with Drake. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Balazs. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. On first down, it's Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On second down, it's Drake. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A give to Drake running left. Solid. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Right back to Drake. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check nickel. Watch the eye.
A give running right, Drake. And he's got room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They run it with Balaj. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
That's it, baby.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Hatchet.
From the gun, it's Drake. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 2nd and goal, Rosen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And This is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now, throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Jackson on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Push him back.
Now Jackson to throw again. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. Touchdown, Ravens. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive – I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Watch out.
Now Rosen looking to throw. It's caught. Stills, right side. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run on 1st down. Drake. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
X3, 218, chop it. Check 52.
And an alley to run. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go, defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That's where you belong. Right there, 40's Mike. Man, I got you.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Check my, hey, zoom.
Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, They're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Throwing is Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Well, the pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, D. 52's the mic, boy. 52. Let's go. Let's get this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Throwing now is Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Tackle.
Now Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing, but at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Check 31, check 31. Under 10, under 10.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Miami,